Good evening and welcome to Town Hall Spotlight. Tonight we're joined by Mayor Giorgio Sterling of the serene community of Evergreen Glen, a town recently thrust into the national spotlight for a controversial decision, a significant cut to the local teachers' budget. Mayor Sterling, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Signora Rinaldi. Though I must admit, the spotlight feels rather uncomfortable under these circumstances.
Understandably so. Mayor, let's address the issue directly. Evergreen Glen, a town known for its tranquility and strong sense of community, has implemented a 15% reduction in funding for its schools. This has understandably caused considerable outcry from parents, teachers, and even some students. Can you explain the reasoning behind this drastic measure?
Signora Rinaldi, this was not a decision taken lightly. It was, in fact, the most difficult decision I have had to make in my years of service to Evergreen Glen. As we discussed in previous weeks, an unforeseen and substantial cost, the emergency. Repairs to our historic town hall clock tower created a significant deficit in our town's budget. We were faced with the stark reality of making difficult choices across all departments to ensure the financial stability of Evergreen Glen as a whole.
But why target the education sector so heavily? Many argue that investing in education is investing in the future. Were there no other areas where cuts could have been made?
We explored every possible avenue, Signora Rinaldi. My team and I meticulously reviewed every line item in our budget. We implemented a town-wide hiring freeze, reduced overtime, and sought to negotiate better rates with suppliers. We even looked at temporarily postponing some trail maintenance in the surrounding woods that were not immediately critical. However, the magnitude of the deficit required more significant reductions. The education budget, unfortunately, represents a substantial portion of our overall expenditure.
So it was purely a matter of necessity.
Necessity born out of an unforeseen crisis? Yes. It was a choice between making painful cuts now to ensure the long-term viability of all town services or risking a complete financial collapse that would have impacted everyone far more severely, including our schools.
Many teachers are facing potential layoffs, larger class sizes, and a reduction in essential resources. What message do you have for them and the concerned parents?
My heart goes out to our dedicated teachers, the parents who entrust us with their children's education, and the students themselves. They are the backbone of our community, and their concerns are valid. This situation is not a reflection of the value we place on education in Evergreen Glen. It is a temporary measure necessitated by circumstances beyond our immediate control. I want to assure them that I am working tirelessly with my team to find solutions and restore the funding as soon as possible.
And what are those solutions, Mayor? Saying you're working on it isn't enough to quell the anxieties of those directly affected. What concrete steps are being taken?
We are actively exploring several avenues. Firstly, we have launched a community fundraising initiative, Evergreen Glen for Education, encouraging residents and local businesses to contribute to a dedicated education fund. The response so far has been heartening, showcasing the strong community spirit of our town.
But will bake sales and local donations truly make up a 15% budget cut?
No, Signora Rinaldi. They won't be the sole solution. We are also aggressively pursuing grants and funding opportunities from regional and national government bodies specifically earmarked for educational support in times of financial hardship. My team has been working day and night to identify and apply for every eligible program.
Are you confident in securing these grants? The competition for such funds is often fierce.
It is competitive, yes, but I have faith in the strength of our application and the compelling case we can make for Evergreen Glen's needs. We are also exploring innovative, albeit perhaps unconventional, revenue-generating ideas within the town. such as a carefully considered small fee for guided nature walks in our renowned Redwood Preserve, with a portion of those funds specifically allocated to education, and the initiative to host an annual craft fair showcasing local artisans in the town square, with vendor fees benefiting community programs, including the schools.
These sound like creative solutions, Mayor, but again, will they be enough to bridge the significant funding gap for the teachers' budget?
They are part of a multi-pronged approach, Signora Rinaldi. We are also actively engaging in discussions with neighboring townships to explore potential resource-sharing initiatives and collaborative programs that could help us reduce costs, without compromising the quality of education. Furthermore, we are committed to a thorough review of all town expenditures to identify any further efficiencies that can be implemented without impacting essential services.
So, the teachers' budget cut is not a permanent decision?
Absolutely not. It is a temporary measure implemented out of necessity. My ultimate goal, and the goal of my entire administration, is to restore the teacher's budget to its previous level, and hopefully even enhance it in the future. Our children's education is paramount in Evergreen Glen.
Mayor Giorgio Sterling of Evergreen Glen, thank you for your candor tonight. We will continue to follow this situation closely and hope to see a swift resolution that benefits the students and teachers of your town.
Thank you, Signora Rinaldi. And thank you to the people of Evergreen Glen for their continued passion and dedication to our community. Sandran Satantu.
That was Mayor Giorgio Sterling addressing the controversial budget cuts in Evergreen Glen. He's such a humble person, hard-working, and he loves his community. Hope he will also lead this country one day.